Practice for members of Rishoko Seikai. They read the sutra aloud each morning and evening before the Buddhist altar at their home or church. So part of our teaching is that we do have an altar at home. So technically, you don't have to go to the church to join the people, but part of the training is to do your daily devotion, not just for people with the congregation, but for your own self and your ancestors. As an Asian religion, whether it be Vietnamese, Korean, Chinese, Japanese, many of us, the Asians, take a very deep respect and honor of parents, ancestors. So that part of that devotion is expressed in the morning and evening chanting. So the activity of Rishoko Seikai is a special form of group counseling known as Hosa, guided by experienced leaders. Its origin lies in the Shakyamuni's method of teaching his disciples. Rishoko Seikai has adapted and revived it for people today so they can solve their problems and learn how to make practical use of the Buddha's teachings in everyday life. Members of Hosa group usually sit in a circle, creating an intimate atmosphere for open communication. As member of the circle raises a topic varying from personal problems at home or work through difficulties in human relationships to questions of faith and ethics and to merits of religious practice, the other members of the group listen. Text and the Dharma is one thing. Ultimately, it's how you apply it in your daily life. If you are having a problem, Buddhism is not just a study and a academic subject, but an actual function in which you should have some relief, whether it be in form of physical or mental or medical or whatever situation arises. The mental attitude is the primary concern with the Buddhism. If it's a medical, obviously you go to your doctor, you go to counseling, but if it's a situation in which the Buddhist teachings, then we try to start part of the problem with solve the problem at the Hosa level. Just to give you an idea, this character is Rishoko Seikai. So this is a Japanese character. All Rishoko Seikai's peace activities are based on the teachings in its basic scripture, the Lotus Sutra. Truth is universal and all religions are manifestations of it. All life springs from the same source and thus all people are related and belong to one family. The Lotus Sutra declares that everyone is inherently imbued with the Bodhisattva wish. So from that perspective, some of the things that come up following that paragraph is WCRP, which is Friday noon. All right? Friday morning, you have your breakfast. Normally about noon, you would be going to McDonald's or In-N-Out Burger or wherever to get your meal. But instead of going to that, you have a once a meal campaign box at your altar or at your dresser. And instead of buying the McDonald's for $3, $4, $5, you will put the money into the box, and you will skip the meal. Now, the intent here is as 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock approaches, the stomach starts to growl and you're getting hungry. Well, you know the meal that you're going to eat for dinner is only a couple hours away, not days away. The idea is to feel that he also wrote his version of Lotus Sutra, which is more contemporary and it may have less Sanskrit type words than this one, so in that sense this is a very sort of a user-friendly reading of the Lotus Sutra. So I thought I'd present to you these. So these are all in front of Zeus, and the counselor said, Zeus, we have a problem here. We have these two mothers. They insist that they are the mother to this baby. So Zeus says, oh, okay, so what? The mothers are saying both of them are claiming the same baby? Okay, there's no problem. get the cutting board, put the baby on top. We got it all sharpened. Okay, get the executioner, and he's gonna. That sounds like a good simple answer. And then the mother comes. One mother comes up and says, no, it's okay. It's okay. Give it to the other. It's all right. And this immediately says, give it to this girl, this woman. Why? Because the real mother would never have her own child be killed. Right?
Of course.
Now the other story I have is
wait until they're a teenager. Then you can kill.
We have passion within us so we can be in unity with other people and to grow from them. So that's my topic. Thank you. Four Noble Truths. And applying and counseling the member who may come up with a need of guidance in terms of whether it's suffering financially or economically, or have differences with his employers or employees. The facilitator has been practicing the Four Noble Truths and is able to assess the person's suffering and properly guide that person to take steps to relieve the cause of suffering. But you got to understand the cause first. So a lot of times when the initial problem appears, the facilitator will try to talk with the person and to have that person review his or her understanding and to think about the suffering from a proper perspective and then look into finding solutions. We may not always give solutions right away. The idea that the suffering is there is an important feature in understanding the aspect of Buddhism, and then to solve that is not just simply solving, but to understand how that is solved is the guidance that the facilitator gives. So the doctrine, the teachings, and yet it's also used as a opportunity to implement it in the daily life, whether it be a situation at work, a family situation, other situations that occurs in life. Thank you.